Hi guys, this is Sadek from Droidwin.com, and in this video, we'll show you various methods through which you could boot your Samsung phone to recovery mode. The steps are applicable across both the stock recovery as well as a custom recovery like TWRP, OrangeFox or Pitch Black. As of now, I'm using a custom recovery, but that is not a cause of any concern. All the four methods are applicable across both the custom and stock recovery, across all the Android versions and across all the One UI version. So with that in mind, let's get started. So guys, the first method is using the hardware key combination. The benefit of this method that it will work even if your phone is in a boot loop or a soft break state. But on the flip side, it is not a universal method and it might not work across all the Samsung phone. For some old Samsung phone which have a home key or a separate Bixby key, on those phones the steps might be a little bit different. So it's not a universal approach and is also somewhat complicated as compared with other methods. With that said, let me show you how to get this job done. So first and foremost, unplug your phone from the PC if it is currently plugged in. Once you have unplugged it, you will now have to power off your phone. So let's do that as well. And once the phone has been powered off, let's wait for a few seconds. You will now have to press and hold the power and volume up keys together. And while holding the power and volume up keys, you will have to connect your phone to the PC via USB cable. So do so and then press the keys for a few more seconds and then let go of the keys. As soon as you release the key, your phone should now boot to the recovery in a matter of few seconds. So let's just wait for that to happen and your phone will now reboot to the recovery. It could take up to around 6 to 8 seconds. The warning sign that you are seeing in my phone is just because I have obtained root via Magisk. If your phone is not rooted, then the warning sign might not be there. With that said, you could see currently I am in the recovery. So just to repeat, power off your phone and unplug your phone from the PC, then press and hold the power and volume up keys. While holding both the key, connect your phone to the PC via USB cable and hold them for a few more seconds, and then you will let go of the keys and your phone will then subsequently boot to the recovery. In the screenshot you could see this is just stock recovery, Samsung stock recovery, whereas on my phone is the custom recovery. That's not a cause of concern. Anyway, let's now boot to the OS and let's move ahead with the next method. The next method is using the ADB command. The benefit is that it's a universal method and it will work across all the Samsung phone. On the flip side, it will not work if your phone is currently in a boot loop or a soft break state, because you will have to enable developer option and USB debugging as well, and your phone has to interact in the ADB mode as well. So it will not work in a boot loop or a soft break state, but the benefit is that it will work across all the Samsung phone. It's universally accepted and the steps are same for all the Samsung phone. So with that said, first and foremost, get hold of Android SDK platform tools from my guide and extract them onto your PC. You could extract them anywhere you want. In my case, I've done the extraction in C drive, and these are the files of platform tools. Once you have done the extraction, you will now have to enable USB debugging on your phone. So for that, go to the settings menu on your phone. From settings menu, you have to go to about phone, and from about phone, you have to go to software information, and from there tap on build number 7 times. You will get a prompt that developer mode has been enabled. So now again go to the settings menu, and from here you have to go to developer option and enable the toggle next to USB debugging. You will get a prompt on your phone, tap on OK, and if you are enabling debugging for the first time, you will get an RC key prompt as well. So tap on allow, and with this, debugging is now enabled. Let's verify the same. So go to platform to folder address bar, type in CMD and hit enter. This will launch command prompt inside platform tools. Now type in ADB devices and make sure that you are getting an ID. So type in ADB devices, and if you are not getting any ID, then unplug and replug your phone from the PC. Disable and re-enable USB debugging. Tap on revoke USB debugging. Use the official USB cable that came with your phone and use the USB 2.0 port on your PC. So carry out these USB tweaks and make sure that you are getting an ID. Once you are getting an ID, your next course of action is to type in ADB reboot recovery, and your phone will now reboot into the TWRP recovery or the stock recovery, whichever recovery you have on your phone. I have the custom recovery, so my phone will now reboot into the TWRP recovery in a matter of few seconds. So let's just wait for that to happen, and then we will check out the next method as well. So Samsung phones, they take quite a lot of time when it comes to booting to the recovery. I have a few other phones as well, such as the Poco and the OnePlus, that does not take this much time. Still, we can't do anything regarding that. We'll have to just play the waiting game. And with this, we are now inside the recovery. So now we are done with the second method as well. Let me now show you the third method. The third method is via the download mode. The only benefit I could recall of this method is that when you're flashing a custom recovery, then you will have to boot your phone to the recovery from the download mode for the first time. And this is the only use case scenario. And the drawback is that apart from the flashing of the custom recovery, you might not need to download your phone, boot your phone to the download mode and then boot to recovery, because that will take quite a lot of time. You could directly boot your phone to the recovery from the OS. There is no need to boot to download mode and then boot to recovery. That is quite a lengthy process. So the only benefit is that when you are flashing a custom ROM for the first time, then you will have to boot to recovery from the download mode, and that's the only benefit I could recall. So with that said, let's first boot our phone to download mode, and from there I'll show you how to boot to recovery. It's somewhat complicated as well, but first let me boot my phone to the download mode, ADB reboot download, and hit enter. You may also use the hardware key combination for that, but I am using the ADB command because it's quite easy. Once your phone is in the download mode, you will now have to press and hold the power and volume down keys. So press and hold the power and volume down keys for a few seconds. So your phone will then undergo a restart, and while it says undergoing a restart, it will first power off the phone. And as soon as the phone gets powered off, you will have to press and hold the power and volume down keys and keep on holding both this key, and your phone will then reboot to the recovery mode. So again, I'm repeating, from the download mode, press and hold the volume down and the power key for around 7 seconds, and your phone will now try to undergo a restart. For that, it will first power off. As soon as it powers off, press and hold the power and volume up keys, and your phone will then reboot to the recovery. So let's get this job done as well. So first and foremost, press and hold the volume down and power keys. So keep on holding both this key until the phone powers off. You have to press and hold them for around 7 to 8 seconds. And once that happens, press and hold the power and the volume up keys, and keep on holding this key for around again 6 to 7 seconds until your phone boots to the recovery mode. And you will now let go of the keys. Just keep them pressed for around 6 to 7 seconds and then let go of the key, and your phone will now reboot to the recovery mode from the download mode. So just to repeat once again, from the download mode, press and hold the power and volume down keys, and your phone will now try to restart, and for that it will power off. As soon as it powers off, press and hold the power and the volume up key, and then keep holding this key for around 5 to 6 seconds and then let go of the key, and your phone will then reboot to the recovery, as you could see in my case. Now let's discuss the fourth method. This is via the third party app. So there exists quite a few third party apps that will help you get this job done, but the easiest of which is the Magisk app. Unfortunately, you will have to root your phone via this. For this workaround to work, you will have to root your phone, but please don't just root the phone for this tweak, because as you might be aware, in the Samsung ecosystem, rooting a phone will trip the Knox, and Knox is an eFuse, which is a hardware component in the motherboard, and once it gets tripped, you will no longer be able to get back to the stock ecosystem even if you relog the bootloader and unroot your phone. So you will not be able to use most of the payment and security apps and features. So there is no need to root the phone just for the sake of using this method. You could use all the above three methods, but if your phone is already rooted via Magisk, then you could get this job done via this method. It is the most easiest of all the four methods, and the biggest plus point is the fact that you don't have to take the help of PC. You can boot your phone to the recovery directly from the app itself without the need for the PC. Moreover, don't install any third party app, because if your phone is already obtained root, then you might be having the Magisk app on your phone. So you may directly boot via the Magisk app itself. And again, I'm repeating, if you have not obtained root, then there is no need to root your phone just for the sake of this method, because the drawbacks are quite a lot as compared to the perks of this method. So don't root the phone just for this method and skip this method. But if you have obtained root, then simply launch the Magisk app and tap on the reboot icon and select recovery, and your phone will now reboot to the recovery depending on which recovery you have, either the stock recovery or the custom recovery, and then your task stands complete. You don't have to even take the help of PC to get this job done. So guys, on that note, I round up this video. If you have any queries, with regard to any of these 4 steps, do let me know in the comment section. And for the ease of convenience, if you have Optane root, then you may always use the Magisk app. But if your phone is not rooted, then the best method is using the ADB command, because for all the other Android phones, the hardware key combination does not require the use of PC. But if you talk about the Samsung phone, then even the hardware key requires the use of a PC, which is a major drawback. So if you are requiring the use of PC, then it's a much better approach to simply use the ADB command, because it's much easier and is universally accepted across all the Samsung phones. So guys, on that note, I round up this video. All your queries are welcome in the comment section, and thanks a lot for watching.